the AC. Oh, what is up, buds? Welcome to WeeDnD, the positive live tabletop role-playing experience. I am your dungeon master for the night, Brandon McClenahan, and all the dudes at this table do that with me now when I do it. So if you want to know what the other shot is,
every time, all the time.
It's all of them also
all the
do
time.
that
We've
same
done it
intro.
since back in the day, even when back we were all in our own little things.
That's it, yeah. Mm-hmm. I actually had to go back because I was like, when did that start? I didn't used to start the show that way. But it was a while in, but now it's been established forever. Huge shout out, Ron Najaro, Dave Clark,
Dave
Clark. Fox, Bouja, we see you, buds. Grim in the house.
Grim.
So good to see you guys. We, as you can tell, we're down a couple of our ladies tonight. It's boys' night, Daddy and the boys' night. No, yeah, so we're gonna be sweaty. Hyperpop boyfriend, welcome in. Welcome back, guys. Sorry for our, we were out last week. We had just a slew of things all kind of came up, and it was like, okay, do we want to freak out, possibly put out a bad show, or just take the time to get everything set? I'm going to doom the show now and say it looks like we got everything fixed, the problems that we were having. Thanks for popping in, Alaskan Mike. We see you, bud. We miss our ladies, Abby and Nicole are both off doing amazing things, as they are wont to do. That's what happens when your cast is full of badasses. Everybody's got projects and stuff. So we love them. We're going to miss them, but we will also be forging forward. With that said, I've got all my stuff for the intro. We're going to be a little shorter tonight. There's some gigs on the back end of our show tonight as well. And it's like, you don't want to progress too far without your ladies.
Yeah.
So, we're going to be we talked about the siege at Fucktown. This will kind of be like the preparations for that encounter. I'm really looking forward to it, actually. It is very similar to something we did in the prologue, and I found that out while doing it. Not like in advance where I was like, haha, this will be great. No, and that's DMing. Thank you. 1 year sub, baby. Thank you, Carmen. Appreciate you so much. Dungeon Witch, good to see you. Here we go. I'm going to light this bad boy joint here and pass to my dear and wonderful friend, Jake Taylor. Hey, Jake.
What?
How you doing, baby?
Oh, I'm doing good. Bad boy joint. Bad boy joint. Bad boy joint. Bad boy joint.
Oh, my joints are bad boys.
They're all bad boys.
They're all bad boys.
The baddest boys. What's up, buds? Jake Taylor here as Reks Milo, the level 11 Dragon Macked Cleric of War. And I'm just really stoked to be back. Anytime we have an off period, it's just like, man, as soon as we walk into the studio, it's like,
it's the best.
There it is.
So good.
There it fucking is.
There it is.
You guys break the door, and I'm just like,
I'll fix it, but I can't stay mad at you.
That's it.
And shit, I knew Nicole wouldn't be here, but I was like, oh shit, question. So on the way over, it's a simple one, and it was from the Discord.
Discord.
Because I rolled a 12, and that's my favorite number. I don't know why. I've liked the number 12 since I was a kid. Can't explain it. It's just what I call my lucky number. So, what's your lucky number, Drewby?
What is up, bud? Sorry, I forgot to say what's up. It's Drew. Yeah.
You heard. Currently, Drew is hitting a joint if you're listening to us on a audio channel.
Podcast, yeah.
That's it. I'm working on it.
Oh, yeah. That's the stuff. There it is. I'm going to pass that back over.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Papa's back. Yeah. Anyway, I'm playing Tynaricus Onyxheart, the level 11, hopefully soon to be level 12. Paladin, Oath of the Crown. Yeah. Grandson to Thoricus, Big Papa. Yeah, we're having fun. We're gonna forge forward tonight.
Oh, we're forging.
We're forging. Looking forward to it. My favorite number is 3. And that's just because it's the day that I was born on. It's the 3rd. So
there you go.
There's really no other reason than that. Everyone's like, oh, 3. That's everyone's like, well,
Davey.
I got reasons.
We got a Dirty Davey in the house.
Dirty Davey.
So good to see you, girl.
And for extra love.
Extra love you get. You get extra.
We kiss about it.
Specifically for you. Nobody else take it.
Yeah.
If you're on the internet right now.
It's only you.
Right?
Don't steal that. Don't fucking steal that. But yeah, 3. That's me, baby. What about you, Brenna?
I'm Brenna.
I'll just hit it back.
Okay. I'm Brenna, but I like to also be referred to as Gildaradner, Genewilder, the Plasmoid Bard, Space Bard, Lore Bard from space. Yeah, my favorite number is 4, or any iteration of 4, 24, 44.
420.
4 times 3, 12.
What up? It's meant to be. Bros night!
Sorry, I didn't put crutches on these, so you might get a little plant
It's
material
okay.
in your mouth.
Oh,
I like salad.
who doesn't want some fucking hot ass salad?
I like a little bit of salad every once in a while.
Little green with
Little
my
greens.
bread.
But yeah, no, I like the number 4. And then I found out later that it is like an unlucky number in some countries, like Japan. Like if you knock 4 times on like a front door, like it's like you're wishing everybody inside to die.
I'm 5 for sure.
Yeah.
I had to like work it out. I was like, how do I knock? Or I go da 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 da.
Yeah, I always do.
And then I just linger.
Oh man,
Yeah.
you're the worst.
They answer the door faster.
Because they want to know where the rest of the knock went.
Yeah, like it's like divot, bro. No, that was
Was that a
Dickens. Yeah, that was a Dickens thing.
Yeah, so that's me. I don't think I have anything else to report. So, what's up?
What up, guys? Back to bam! Well, I do it all again. Welcome to Weed Positive.
Again.
My favorite number is also birthday related. It's 226. February 26th was my birthday, but I have also had like very strange things occur, like pseudo magical things have occurred at 226 the time. So I don't know if it's, I guess you're manifesting your own reality anyway. So that's probably how I bump into it. So,
Oh, yeah.
and then Steph's is 227. So usually almost every day we'll be like, happy birthday in time. And then I gotta
Nice.
tell her immediately after, happy birthday in time.
You guys are
Cute.
cute.
So that's mine. I also obviously love 420. It's first off, when we started all of this was on a 420.
Speaking of 420,
Yes.
can I go off on? Can I
Please.
take things a little
I
bit left
demand
field?
that you do.
What are we smoking tonight?
We are smoking Resting Bitch Face.
There it
Is
is.
the name of this.
I
It's
just
a hybrid.
remembered what was happening. I was like, we never really get the chance to like talk about what we're smoking.
That's true.
And like, there's
very
literally a
true.
bag of it, so I was curious
Yeah,
about
this
it.
is the house brand Neon Moon. I'm just gonna shout them out. Whatever. If they get mad, sorry we advertised you.
Sorry, yeah, sorry. We love your weed.
But yeah, I also this is Deep Harvest. The dispensary Tyler, who lives right over there, works over there, and he said I had to try it. So it's definitely it's my profile, lemonade forward. So I love that a lot. But yeah.
It's pretty good. It's
Yeah.
a tasty brew.
Yeah, it
Tasty.
doesn't drag. Like it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't bring it. I had some really potent purple for a little bit, and I was like, I can't just smoke that and then do other things. So
Right.
I like this because I got shit to do today.
We got shit to do.
Do today. Speaking of things I have to do, I've got a couple announcements.
Yay!
Supporter shout out. Obviously, all of our patrons are just amazing. They give us the opportunity to kind of build around a budget for the show. We are looking at some new microphones. This looks like it's going to be the next big purchase. That is entirely possible by the support we get on Patreon. It's the best way to support everything that we do. We get the highest percentage of what you donate, and we can put that directly into building this thing bigger and better every single week. If you want to help us storm this next horizon, head on over to patreon.com/WeeDnD or type !Patreon if you're with us here on Twitch. Shout out to our raiders, people who bring their parties our way. We super appreciate it. We like to bring that on and just keep the love going to all these amazing D&D creators. Last time, doing the clicking thing. Last time we had Dork Tales, a long time friend of the show. Vancouver by Night, again, almost just as long, nearly 4 years. And Adventures D&D. If you're not following them already, do us a favor. Just go over there, click follow. It doesn't cost you anything. And also, we just super appreciate the amazing people that share their audience with us. And we always try to make sure they got something fun to watch. The Crit Award nominations are open until May 31st. If you think that Weed&d kicks ass, do us a favor. Nominate us or any of your other favorite shows. I'm not like do this just for us. The categories kind of are pretty specific, so there's room for love for many souls in there. But there will be a link here in the chat or in the doobly-doo on YouTube. Of a form that you can fill out to vote for that. We have merchandise like this dope cup here with the black and white with the Ganjaria logo on
It's
it.
a good cup.
Bring it back. There it is.
It's a good cup.
That's it there. That's a sweet black handle, white mug, black on the inside, which means no stains. That's why I love it.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the little our
Nugrats.
the Nugrats cup, little baby Weed&d cup. Some great shirts and there's a bunch of art on there too. So if you check that out over at arthardstudios.square.site, I have to do the voice, but then it doesn't help them with the link.
Right.
Arthardstudios. Dang, I did it.
Oh my God!
You
we've
cursed
never.
me.
No, Arthardstudios. I can't believe I've never.
That's
freaking
tonight.
Thought of
Boys
that.
night. Welcome to Arthardstudios, bruh. On God, cap. No cap. So yeah, no cap. We have merchandise. Go to arthardstudios.square.site on your mom's iPad. And then I have a bunch of shirt ideas that those are just for me. You guys know them, but there's some good ones.
I started working on one today.
Good.
Yeah?
Good.
The Nicole one.
Oh, that's
She's
fun.
not here, so don't tell her.
Don't tell.
tell
Yeah,
her.
she'll never know.
Yeah.
All right, and then
Are you guys working on shirt designs? What do you guys work on?
Oh, whoops.
he's recording.
I'm just watching our show.
Just watching.
Well, I was
Just
just gonna,
watching us on Twitch right now.
Are you guys out there? Are you buds? You work on shirts?
Oh shoot, we're hype training right now, guys.
Oh, fuck yeah.
We don't run around anymore because our sound system has been so delicate.
oh, well, there's
So once we have our new stuff, we'll start running around and throwing
Yeah.
stuff.
I forgot I took pictures and video of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to like announce or talk about.
Nicole is in a show called Abandoned. So if
Yes.
you're in town, you want to see Abandoned, it's incredible,
Holy
loaded
shit.
with some amazing talent as well. That opens, I believe, this week. I think they're in tech right now. Our Abby girl won Miss Spring Jamboree.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, she did.
Jamboree.
She's a queen. She's the queen of Old City.
Yeah, Queen of the Spring. We all know it. Thank you guys.
Green
All this love
lady.
coming in.
Stephanie and I have our burlesque show at the Red Dwarf on the 30th. It's a punk rock hangover show. So they roll a d20. 6 performers roll a d20 to pick a song out of a list of 20 songs that fit a theme. And then this one's all like punk rock stuff, punk rock bowling
And so
hangover.
far, I don't work that night, so I'll probably be there too.
Woo!
It's going to be
So,
a party.
it's a great bar where
It
they
really
love
is a great
D&D.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
They have really good pizza, holy shit.
So good.
The wings are also good.
You could tell because everybody went, ooh, like super good. Oh, yeah. Oh.
It's good.
All right, that's my freaking thing. So let's jump into we got us a little ritual we like to do around here.
There
Maybe
it is.
you've heard of it. Maybe you haven't. We like to take a lighter like the one we all have in our hands right now. Make sure we're not going to light any of our friends, family, or household pets on fire and go. Lighters up. Start the show. Ooh. Let's plan for some fucking Siege&D.
WeeDnD, high fantasy, literally for you and me. So load up, roll, and make a roll to take control. WeeDnD.
Ooh. I'm trying to hold it through the cops. Oh, shoot. See, one sec. It's my own fault. That's my consequences of my own actions. All right, guys. We've got some big stuff coming up, some big preparations to make. But before we get there, I got to ask you, what happened last?
Oh, boy.
Oh no, we
I waited till they're all coughing from the weed.
Okay. I received a gray bag of tricks.
Yes. Some items DMs fear giving certain players. And this is one that I was like, do I give her to her? And I was like, this is going to be great. Have the item. You rolled it. It was fair.
Yeah.
Great bag of tricks. Yeah, you guys got the semi-horde of a simulacrum dragon.
Yes. Yes, thank you. That's what it was.
Yes, simulacrum.
I know, I cut you off. That's what
No. But thank you because I didn't write that part about it.
And he was using his brain power to control the fucktown dervishes, the ones that are still there.
Yes.
We
Yes.
we had 3 to 4.
Yeah.
The guy with the axe hands is Sven Bloodaxe.
Sven Blood.
Good name. Good name for the guy with axe hands.
Yeah.
He's trying to take care of the wizard that
the
captured the
strange
dragon.
wizard
His
that
parents
has a
must have loved
space
him.
cat. I wonder who it could be.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Whom?
We had
So yes, currently of the 5, the group known as the Fucktown Dervishes, who've turned the town of Cragmire into Fucktown, and their
Yeah, I wrote that.
ferocious love of Thoricus Onyxheart.
Ferocious.
Kara Shadowblade is still there. She's the one that had worked with Shayemira. Jennifer Nightshade went to join Sven up north. Grim Iron Fist, Grim, our boy, 2 M's, is there, the giant dude, and Ragnar Stormborn are both there. So you do have a couple of those dervishes still hanging around. You notice that they're kind of like, they see this army, which we'll explain, but they're just as worried about this incoming force. So, you guys have so far been pretty cool with them.
Yeah, we gave him weed.
Gave him weed. So
much.
He really bogot.
maybe the best line I
They
ever
eat
wrote.
people.
God, it's good being fucked up. I don't know. I felt it, and I was like, you know what? It's nice being a fucking crazy guy.
Yeah.
That was Brandon that said it in his voice.
You're just like, yeah.
They eat people. We didn't judge them. We just kind of were like, all right.
They definitely eat people.
They eat people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, to each their
It's
own.
good being fucked up.
Right. There's people for everybody. Like, there's all sorts of things you could be eating, and then it's important to someone else. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Animals eat people. I don't fucking give them grief for it.
There's not any here right now, are there?
Animals or people?
Just bros.
Yes.
Just bros.
Just
tonight.
boys.
Just
Just
fucking
the boys
bros.
Bros tonight.
Hanging out
Just
with
a
the
bunch of hanging dicks.
We're just hanging dong in a Kmart.
just like Dippy. Or not Dippy. Fucking
So yeah,
TD.
I ended up with a gray bag of tricks that allows me 3 fuzzy, small creatures of various
You roll on a
different
table.
ones. So I roll for it. I don't really get to determine it. What do I roll for that? D what?
It's I think it's a D8. I've got your.
Oh, shit.
I pulled it up here.
Oh yeah, I need to have it.
think
I
I
got you.
took any
I got you.
last time.
You got the oil.
But yeah, do you guys remember why you had gone to Craig?
Right, the oil of sharpness.
We
I
went
feel
because
like
we
I
were
wrote
going to
that down
return
somewhere,
the
but
stone to Rembrandt.
Rembrandt.
That
Correct.
was the goal, but there's not a lot of fans of this Rembrandt guy. Everyone's like, no, don't let him win.
Yeah, there's been a lot of weird, ominous messages. Again, not necessarily from the most trustworthy sources either. You know, that kind of. A lot of people are pointing at other people right now for what's going on in this
Everyone's
place.
got their reason why they want something to happen.
Yes.
And so we just are caught up in well, I'm sure something makes us a good guy in this eyes, but then we're bad to someone else.
A
No
lesson
matter
of
what.
the 5, yeah. It's a D8, by the way, that you would roll for
Cool,
that.
thank you.
And you get 3 a day. Oh, God. Brandon, what have you done? All right.
A
Giant
day.
Badger has to be take Badgerly
Yeah.
for some reason.
He's like, what the fuck am I doing here? Everything's really weird.
It's just fun to play. So yeah, you guys have brought the stone out, the Earth Elemental Fury stone, the Ever Earth Crystal, to kind of combine with the others that you've given to Rembrandt. Kind of trying to fuse them all to assault the meteor, which we now know is Sylvia's mother.
Sylvia's mad.
So yes, you guys brought this, and you found this, as we found out, a simulacrum version of Rembrandt that was kind of chained down.
So it wasn't really him.
Correct, but some of its essence had been trapped in it. Like those that had arcane knowledge, you noticed the spell was different than usual. It was strange that he was able to both speak from wherever he was and out of the mouth of this thing at the same time. So there's some higher magic going there.
Yeah, there is.
The highest
Yes.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Fucking smash that like button, bro.
Hit that like button. Smooch it.
Oh, God.
Smooch that like button.
But speaking of Rembrandt, he did show back up. That was kind of the end sequence of where we were, is that after his simulacrum was broken, turned into snow. Again, that snow globe that you guys have seems to be able to detect simulacrums.
Okay.
Sweet.
The hat.
Like a simulacrum. With the crumb with a B. I'm sorry. It's going to be that kind of day. Simulacrums.
It's the
Bro, I got to
resting
write
bitch
that down.
It's the resting bitch face.
It is the resting bitch. Blame this on
It's
good
real
weed.
good.
It's good.
It's good.
So
I'm pretty zooted right now.
Rembrandt's returned basically with a giant ice monster in pursuit, Glacius, known from the prologue, the former defender of Queen Mab, king of the Plane of Ice.
And a bunch of army dudes,
and
right?
about 500 ice monsters.
Ooh.
Oh, that's
And it was at that point when I made an image for this later that I was like, wait, Glacius showing up with an army of 500 ice monsters attacking a town that you guys are in.
Wait.
It's not Santa's workshop this time, but it's a very similar setup. And I was halfway into it before.
History repeats itself.
I love it, honestly. I wish I could take credit for it, but I
part of the, it's
didn't.
the hubris is that it
Can.
happens again.
That's DMing.
After everything we learned, it still happens again. It's one of those
And then under new circumstances, he seemingly was chasing Rembrandt.
Oh, man.
So at that point, it was kind of clear that there was some elements going on. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention. The Sven was missing with Jennifer because he went north to meet with that wizard, who's supposed to be the key to them being able to wipe out the Shale Soul. So remember, they want to impress Thoricus, they want to go kill the enemies of his bloodline. But they also want to kill this wizard to get whatever source of his power is.
And he lives in the skull. He's in a dragon skull.
Dragon Skull Mountains to the north, yes.
Okay.
And so Jennifer, the white tiger, Leonin basically went off to meet him, but the others are still there. So anything else?
Rembrandt.
Yeah, Rembrandt was like, hey, it's fine that you robbed that horde. Because that's not my horde. That was the Simulacrum's horde. So it was able to like obtain that in whatever time.
He's like, yeah, no, steal that guy's shit.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yeah.
Right.
And he taunted the rogue and was like, you couldn't believe if you saw my horde.
You shit yourself.
But yeah, I'd say if that's it, we should jump back in. Whoa!
Oh, it is that spot.
Yeah.
There's something with that spot, man.
That
Right
was
over
supposed to be a set the mood. This resting bitch face might be dangerous.
I love it.
We jumped back in to allow me to set the mood.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I love jumping though.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Jumping was
We're
fun.
doing great. We're so good at this. 4 years.
Guys,
Resting bitch face.
we're doing so great.
In 4 years, I've gotten this level of. No, but I want magic sound.
I want magic.
Here we go. Here we go. Hold on.
Nice.
It's a combat song. Here we go. Boom.
Nice.
Sick. How many?
Dunk.
Nice.
Oh.
3 in a row?
All right, you get advantage on your next roll if you can land one more in a row.
I'm stressed out.
That's how you.
Thank God the music's working.
All right. Damn, you got advantage on your next roll. Okay.
Just roll a popcorn.
You guys, you look up into the horizon. You're standing around this kind of fallen. There was like a giant like castle, tall arc that has like fallen stone and everything. That's where Rembrandt was being contained. And this kind of small, ice-soaked, snow-torn village. Near the edges of the town, the once strong stone walls now crumbled. The houses on the edge of town more soggy piles of wood and stone than the lodgings that they once were. You look up on the great hill and you see, first thing illuminated in the sky, Rembrandt, the crystal dragon. His figure is so striking, the kind of chromatic reflections of light that shimmer off of his body in his dragon form, not the flying crystal form that you've also seen. He looks to the side and over at the hilltop where you see coming over the army of Glacius. Again, Glacius seemingly like chasing Rembrandt, had been running, and even this giant ice figure kind of sweats and stands in the gleaming light. You see his massive 60-foot ice body. He's made of sheer blue stone, living ice. And he has reforged his giant ice sword that got broken in the prologue.
No.
You see it's made of pure ice and it has this magical rune that shines with blue magical energy. Yeah, 500
years, I guess. Yeah.
Even if you did it like once every Tuesday.
Yeah.
In about 4 years. So he's kind of standing up at the kind of southern edge of this town. You can kind of see the Dragonhead Mountains in the back, the kind of crumbled once glorious town now destroyed by the intense nature town of Cragmire. But instead, we see once more kind of the shimmering wooden post that's painted over, "Welcome to Fucktown." You see the armies, these sieging strange ice creatures. They look like they're made of sharp shards of ice with jagged teeth, kind of crawling across the frozen tundra at you. They'll be here in any moment. It is at that point that Rembrandt looks down and reminds you, "You must defend this place. Our stones. I require power." And in that, you see both, conveniently, Abby and Nicole's characters, Shayemira and Sylvia, shoot up inside of Rembrandt. Kind of this magical energy starts permeating from him. And you see the swirling storms of wind that have accompanied him before, the ones that created that barrier that protected you in the fire. You see once more this kind of surging wind picking up chunks of ice and creating like this blinding field that I could have used that old map you guys hated.
Oh, man.
I didn't.
We all love it now, though.
But yeah, it's just this blinding stone. You see it slowing down all the creatures. "I will buy you time, but you must act fast. You have 1 hour. All right, so I'm actually going to set a real timer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I feel like Enra, Shay. I feel like Shay would say something like,
They're like, "We're super cool."
well, she'd be like, that's kind of fucked up because you consent's important. You took her, like, he didn't ask. She'd be really upset about that. But I think it's hilarious.
Here's the fun thing. I did check in with our characters actually. So we have consent to have them be a part of the thing they are a part of right now. Yes, but yes, she definitely would add a thing
Nicole
to
would
the.
be like, I didn't consent.
It's just
but
to see the dragons like, "Get in here, just come the tractor beam."
But Gil's like, Yes! It's hilarious!
But we have candy.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, you see he's kind of focusing the power of these two characters in this moment to channel this epic storm, this elemental fury of his own. Remember, he is the wind elemental fury.
Yeah.
And so you see as his kind of magical energy pushes against this raging storm of ice, the two elemental forces smash into each other. A bunch of snow and blithering winds blast from all directions. And you guys realize that I'm about to start the timer. So basically, you've got the city at your disposal. You have the skills and backgrounds of your characters, and in this moment, you have the protection of Rembrandt for 1 hour. I am going to give you guys, because once I thought of the old fight, I haven't started the timer yet.
Okay.
Once I start, just talk for 1 hour.
Yeah.
You die. Sorry, Nicole. Each of you will also have one epic opportunity, something from the prologue that we've pulled off, kind of a heightened storytelling affectation of the powers of your character to be augmented by whatever cool shit you want to do. In other words, there's 500 monsters coming at you. How are you going to stop them from getting to you as much as possible before the siege at Fucktown begins proper next week? So in that moment, you hear the DM press resume on his table.
Oh, I heard it.
You hear the winds, the snow, looking around. You're at your leisure right now. Loxo's still kind of standing there like, what should we do?
Well, why is everyone looking at me?
I just looked at the person across from me.
Oh,
I also did. I'm just standing next to...
oh, right. Okay. Well,
Actually, you really can't tell where my eyes are, so I'm...
that's true.
That's right. Or where that thing that you stole from me was.
Yeah.
Right.
You're just gonna keep bringing that up, aren't
I am
you?
going to... You stole from me.
I know, but it was funny.
It was funny. I laugh about it a lot.
Yeah, so do
That's why
I.
I bring it up, because it's funny.
It is funny.
So we're on the same page.
Excellent.
Yeah,
I stole it from him once.
One time.
And it
One
was
of the ice
hilarious.
monsters seems to have gotten through.
I was gonna
That's
say,
the
yeah,
point,
we've got the army of the
His teeth
ice
look like mine.
thingy. Yeah.
What would you have me do? You have my caravan at your disposal, the allies you've gathered. Remember, you guys have the Iconid. I didn't really think this out. How far in?
Oh man.
There we go.
I
You have the
You're doing
Iconid.
great.
You also have Goku, who's like standing nearby. He's like, hey, Gil.
Yeah.
You had said later maybe we would talk about like what the type of whatever this is.
Did you know that we're about to die? Do you see all these guys?
You see, he looks at you. What would you have me do?
Goku,
Goku.
I want you to... Goku.
What would you have Goku do?
What
Well.
I think should happen is that we should mobilize every single person that we've got, correct? Goku, I know that you're a hot kisser, but what else can you do? What else?
You see, he's just like, well, I do have a thing that if I charge it for 58 minutes, I can shoot a powerful bomb attack.
Do you want to do that?
I would love to.
Excellent.
And maybe
We
we
will
could
make
get
sure-
dinner.
When we'll protect you
I think we
Is
should.
that-
from
yeah,
the thing.
from the-
if we live, we need to live first.
Oh yeah.
You're right. You're
Dinner
right.
sounds
I
great.
should get to work.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you have him. He's going to Kamehameha a location for you. Think of it like a giant fireball that you can shoot
I'm
at
thinking,
these waves.
yeah,
Boom.
like it'll definitely be like I don't know if it should be glacious, depending on how narrow.
Yeah, you could
thing
do
it is.
whatever you want with it, but basically think you just bought a cannon through Goku.
Great, cool. So you do that, sweet tits, and then slaps him with like a slappy hand, like on the butt.
He's like, oh, yes. You see his like orange jumpsuit as he's just like,
Come on,
and starts.
Clouds away.
You just hear him. Yeah, you hear him for 2 episodes. Just like,
Yeah.
the darkness. He's like,
silence on him, just like quiet,
yeah.
just so that we're like, don't draw attention to yourself.
Sorry.
Whisper it.
But for like dinner maybe later.
We could whisper
We could
if
whisper
we live.
about dinner.
We have to live.
All right, so the dejected Goku flies off to basically, again, this will be a targetable effect, however you guys want to utilize it. This is kind of, the environment of the city. This area you're on now sits on top of this kind of steep hill on one side. There is a roadway that sort of wraps around where the crumbled walls once were. There is like a narrowing point of sorts, but that could be bolstered by other things. And you could, there's a frozen river that runs through from the old trade routes before the freezing, and so it's like there's things at your disposal. This is just a bit of I have 500 monsters I'm bringing at you, and you have
That's
all kinds
a
of
lot.
cool stuff and magic things. This is a fun time to use. So with that, Goku was something you guys got from your prologue adventure, again, kind of building these parties. And so Goku goes off. That will be his effect. And when we do like the where and when of it all,
Nice.
we can have that. So
One down.
First piece in place.
first piece.
Rex
in
doesn't know
place.
who the fuck any of these guys are, but he's feeling it.
It's just like, whoa, yeah.
Well, at this point, you've been with them. You just didn't meet them when we met them. You met them later when we met
Yeah,
them.
but you were like in your little chamber. You have your own little area where you eat like little ribs
Scraps.
and stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Little.
I love that it's like they bring you dinner and you like pull the turkey off just so you can eat the bones.
The bones.
Yeah.
He's a weird
what
guy,
you-
but we love him.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see Boxon standing there. What of the Ichnid? And he turns. Remember the giant mushroom cyclops named Kroger walks over. The living mushroom colony that swells over his body. Walks over again. It's been friendly to you guys.
Our baby.
Your baby.
He's our baby.
Ooh, and it comes over and you see like little mushrooms growing on its skin.
Don't touch me. Bye, baby.
Nope. No hugs.
Baby, love you,
I
baby.
told you, no hugs.
Love you, baby.
No high fives.
No.
No. Come on now.
We love you, baby.
All right. So yes, the I love the icon. You're the best.
You
You ass. All right. So yes, you see. What would you like to do with this Ichnid?
Well, could we potentially use his size and strength to perhaps set it up sort of like a diversion, or like kind of like we had talked about, funnel them into an area like there's the river that'll be difficult terrain for them to go through, so that's already like a choke point thing. Could we like put, I don't know, a bunch of barricades or something over here so that they have to go like through this area? You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you want to like utilize the tremendous strength of the creature, there is like on this, like I made like a little faux map of it. Again, this isn't exact or anything, but just to visualize it, there is this like what was once the stone walls of the city that have kind of fallen and crumbled. If you would like the focus for him for an hour to kind of like narrow in the gaps, it is 1 hour, so it's because of the tremendous strength. You could probably make like a little more of an entrance way into the town proper, so it's like narrow them down early.
Right.
It would be interesting if he like put his mushroom self onto things so that it like that would draw, like as soon as a couple of them, it would take a couple of the soldiers to figure out that touching him hurts them.
Could we do like
Like a barricade so that they, once they start going that way, they're like, oh my god, no, and then they go this other way.
and like have rock slide thingies, with the logs posted up, and then you could put spores all over the big boulders so that when they fall and kill everyone, then they become like a mushroom army for us.
Yo, that's freaking cool.
Dope.
So yeah, to kind of combine those concepts, it's like using the colony of mushrooms on it wouldn't take that long at all. So it could walk by and like just kind of baby goo all the way kids just are sticky.
Make
just
some
like
siblings.
yes.
Bye.
Boulders with mushrooms. So setting up on that far side, where there's kind of like goes down into that tree area, this will also kind of help to divert them from climbing up the side. These creatures don't seem to have too much trouble tearing across the tundra. So you think they probably have like pretty good climbing ability and stuff.
Probably.
It wouldn't slow them down for long. But that does kind of like cap you off where your front end that's not that road is now going to have boulders that make little myconid guys, if it works that way.
If it works.
Yes.
Right.
It works.
I would also say, since that doesn't take very long, you could also, with his strength, bolster the entranceway. Like actually have like a bit of a stone fortification there. If you guys want to post up there or post any things there, or even just use it to slow them down and narrow them in a little bit.
Yeah. I would say just kind of slowing them down and bunching them together would be what Grandpapa would do.
All right, you see the, sorry, I'm doing this. You see as the kind of, again, some of the creatures are breaking through. This power of Rembrandt is not absolute, not like the bubble of aura that goes off. And as you kind of give these orders, you see Baby turns around and is like, brr, brr.
Now high fives.
You can high five them that are breaking through.
There's like a whole
It's all
bunch.
excited about it. It's like, starts walking
They
off,
love
to
high
that
fives.
area in the front.
Right on the
You
face.
do notice it will probably come into contact with that one that broke through. So how do you want to address it? Do you think it's fine on its own and send it out there to do what you want it to do?
Oh, if he kills them, then we'll
Or-
like, lose everything. With that, we planned with them.
Oh.
Should
It
we,
is.
should we tail baby real fast and just make sure?
Do we have anyone that can go with him?
It should
all
be
of
one
you
of
at
us.
this point could go with. Yes.
We got the
Yes.
dervishes. The dervishes realize what the fuck's going on. Are they down to just?
Yeah,
clown
they're kind
around?
of like they're they're down to fight a lot. They are kind of just like savage, insane people. But you see they're defaulting to rather than like trying to kill you guys right now, they're just kind of standing around. You see Grim just looks over. He's like, oh, and he's just like freaking out a little bit, just like anticipating the chaos that is to come.
Do you wanna go get that guy? Do you wanna go get that guy that's coming through? Just walk a little bit.
Go get it.
Right there.
Yeah, you wanna just
Go
walk
get
a
it.
little
I can run the tree line. Is that what you want him to do? Like go out and
Yeah.
kind of take the stragglers that are coming through?
I say just go for him. Go get them all as they're straggling.
Oh yeah,
through.
that'd be great.
Have
Just
a
go
good
do that.
time.
Could you play me a song?
Yeah.
Battle charge.
If you don't shove me now, you will never shove me again. I can still hear you say yes.
You see he starts spinning his blade into the song. Roll me a performance check with advantage to see how well this bolsters him. This is our boy Grim.
Performance.
Yes, with advantage.
16 plus 13.
29.
That might do.
So I wanted to like,
might do.
as like, it's like Gil just kind of goes like, I'm just gonna make something up off the spot that's never been sung before ever. But that's how powerful this song is,
Yes.
is that it lives on in like a music of the
All the way
of
through.
battle,
Even
right?
till now.
Even till now. So the idea is like, it's a once she starts singing, and like the bass is kind of coming out of it, like that kind of thing, like popping out of things. But he like immediately is in slow. He like goes to
Yeah,
start,
you guys are
and then it's
standing
like.
there and it's like he's running slow.
Yeah. And then he's like, but it's like great. And he's starting to like power up and it's starting to look amazing and like
Yes.
wind and shit.
Yes.
And he just like busts out and he's
So
gone.
the dervish fighting style, this is like a specialty fighting style based upon the old axe spinning of Thoricus. You see he's just like grabs this giant piece of log, that one that the other one was going to smack you with, and he starts spinning it. And as the song picks him up and the wind picks him up, he runs into the barrier of Rembrandt as well. And the wind like launches him in the air over the Iconiid. And you see like this creature of ice, he's like, but that's just in the trailer. We cut away right
What's gonna happen?
Yeah. That's all.
You guys are all watching, but he's
In a
slow
world.
motion falling, so it's like the creature's just walking and they're gonna lick it.
like lining up with his
All right, so yes, you've called upon Grim to help you kind of take care of the stragglers, letting some of the people you're having do things be protected. He does gain advantage from the bolstering of Gil.
Cool. Yeah, I just figure like unless we want to spend some time taking care of these guys on our own, which makes for a lovely evening with my boyfriends.
Yeah, you guys.
All of my boyfriends here.
All my boyfriends.
Yeah, all my boyfriends here.
Just the
Or
dudes.
we can, kind of make sure it's someone else's job to do it. But I also do like fighting people with my boyfriends.
Oh God, yeah. Fighting with the boyfriends is fun.
I do love fighting with all
Yeah,
my
that option,
boyfriends.
like I said, anything is at your disposal. It's like you can set up some traps, you can have your epic opportunity idea. We're kind of just setting like what those beats might be. I would say, depending on what you do, kind of like that one, it's like there are monsters out there, so that would be a thing you would need to factor in. Like there is kind of like you guys could go out and kill some of those guys, which would clear certain areas, but that would take up your time from other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There is a timer running.
And then everybody also in the caravans, we have Goku charging up his laser. We have the Grim taking it to
the tree line.
To the
Yeah.
tree line. Taking it to the tree. And then our baby is gonna make some
Just
friends and then also
Smear
start,
mushrooms
like,
on rocks.
bolstering stuff. I feel like we should send, if there's anyone else that has like free hands, they should also be like setting up a
So
barricade
there
or
was
something,
the
or
other,
protecting-
the other dervish, which was the one we didn't just
Got that ninja girl, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kara is still there. You see there's like
Kara?
this kind of romantically charged moment between Shay and hers. They're just standing there, like her eyes green, her eyes purple.
Ooh.
But yeah, you see she's like dropping a tear that Shay's been pulled away. But yeah, you see Kara, she's decked out in that sweet leather armor, a rogue by nature, so stealthy extremely, able to move through the trees and match the speed of even Shayemira. You see she kind of like pulls her cloak over her eyes. You saved me from having my mind ripped away from me by that magical creature.
You're welcome.
What would you have me do?
Oh,
I don't know, like kill people for us. That would help. You want to kill some people with us?
One of the dervishes is already heading down there. They do work as a team pretty well.
He's going in pretty headlong. Do you want to do the sneaky approach? You saw our president, Shay. You saw how she sneaks?
Yeah, maybe
And
just...
you got those sneaks?
I'm accept. You look over and she's gone. You're like, oh.
She got them sneaks.
Yeah. Sneakers.
But yes, she is exceptionally good at kind of like single targeting. She's not good against the crowd, but in the right circumstances, her stealth maybe could move behind or however you would like to utilize that stealth.
Yeah, I think something that would be good for you is to hold, yes, you guys being a team is a good idea, but if you hold back and then kind of get people that are breaking through the next barrier.
Nice couple waves of defense.
Right.
There are those houses that have like a little more, durability to them as you're not quite on the outskirts. Mm-hmm. She could kind of post up in those with a dope crossbow and, kind of handle
pick them off.
Pickers that come through. If you're thinking like almost like a tower D game where you have, she's like a high damage single target tower.
Because I will probably try to give everybody a little bit of boost of some morale, but then I'm going to stand in my building and shoot my boner arrow.
You see a box was like, I could perhaps aid you with that. And you see like taps the side of the caravan and the like caravan top just opens. And you see this giant ballista comes up. It's the original ballista from Emerella. The one that fired.
Shooting dragon
the
penises
fake,
all day.
The fake dragon's penis.
Wow.
The
You lied
fake
to
one,
me.
right.
You lied to me.
You lied!
But yeah,
What would you do?
he's obtained it from the old days. But you see this massive ballista on top. He's like, give me a little time. I could augment it with the ice of that bow. And basically you'll have like a big ice ballista that you can like shoot large frozen bolts from.
I'm into that.
Dope. That's going to take a little Boxo's time.
Okay.
Boxo go.
Boxo ballista.
All right, at this, kind of just gauging in as you look around, you see that first monster, that first ice monster you see comes out, just gets liquidated by Grim. He spins this twirling log and just breaks it into a creature of ice and snow. You see he looks around and the Icon just keeps going like, I have a job to do, and just is like walking into danger like a baby. But yeah, it's moving forward, seemingly well protected by Grim. That will be a roll at a future time. All right, so you've got Boxer. You see, he's like, let me see the bow, and he starts working on kind of setting up that ballista, as well as augmenting them with the like your various actual stat boosts that you'll have time to give. What else do you guys want to do?
Do we have any explosives or anything like that?
Boxo smiles. I may have a few.
A little smoke powder or something we could just put by the sides of that path that we're trying to put them on, maybe bury it in there and as they're grouped up, maybe just, blown the fuck up.
All right, so he has 4 smoke powder bombs.
Oh!
They're pretty big and strong. If you remember, like the explosions at the end of the prologue, he does typically have a couple, kegs of TNT with him. He has 2 of those style bombs. He's like, this will decimate a great explosion within 50 feet. So it's like it's got a pretty, let's say 25, so that it's 50 diameter.
Nice.
He's like, it's a massive explosion. Do not be near it when it blows, though. It's really unstable. And you see he's pulling it out from under someone else's caravan. It's like, here you go. Yes. Doesn't keep it on.
So,
Hilarious.
All right, whose caravan is that?
Right.
It's the Iconid.
That makes sense.
So you just see like a couple mushrooms and stuff. He's like, pulls off one.
Gross.
All right, so yeah, Boxo will also be able to convey you. He wants, now I'll allow it. That's not too big an ask from him. You're not like, give me all your magic items. So I'll allow.
No.
He's willing to throw that in. But between those two things, that would be like the Boxo.
That's pretty big. Yeah.
That's big.
less than the bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, what's your active perception?
Oof.
My active.
You mean 10?
Plus whatever your perception score is.
Oh, 10 plus whatever perception is.
19.
11?
12?
Okay, so Reks, you actually notice that while Boxo is like taking these powder kegs over, he reaches in behind another little slat, pulls like a little wooden trap door, and puts a ring on his finger. He's got a ton of them on. You can see he's like, how does it look best? His long green fingers, menacing teeth. But he's like, but you can see it kind of like magically, there's a little bit of a magic aura to this ring. He wanted to have it for whatever reason.
Interesting. All right.
So then who else is left?
What did you want to do with your like action? You know what I mean? Like what skill? Like, do you want to basically do that boulders and logs setup as kind of like the main thing you're doing with your skills?
Yeah. Sure.
And then you all still have your epic opportunity as well.
Right.
And then I'm sorry, there was one more fucktown dervish.
Did you say Ragnar or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ragnar Stormborn. You see, he steps out. He wasn't part of the meal that was being taken, but he's kind of an older guy, like maybe their tracker. You see, he's just got that like natural connection to the environment around him. His feet don't really make footprints, and he kind of walks up. He's old, handsome, salt and pepper guy. But he kind of looks at you and he's like, "Big numbers, big army. Don't need to track them. I know where they are.
You're right about that.
I'm good with traps."
Oh, well, that's good. We got smoke powder. You want to do something with that?
Oh, where do you want it?
Just trying to funnel them into this area down here. You see down in the valley there?
Oh, yeah, right there.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
And then if we can get like a bunch of them together, then blow it, and then, just cause a bunch
Make
of...
a little plane of death in area. Confuse them.
You get it.
What if we put it on the other side of the stone where your beast, your little monster is shaping? They come in, narrow down, there's smoke everywhere. Oh, it'll be chaos.
I love
Drop
chaos.
a couple bombs nearby.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it'll be dinner for months.
Dinner. Right.
Oh, that's right, they're made of ice.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news.
Well, at least it won't go bad.
Maybe I'll get to eat one of you.
Yeah, well...
Grabbing smoke powder bombs.
not if I eat you first.
Wait a minute. You see, he looks at him. And he's like, nah. He turns around and walks away. We have a game with do NPCs no kill.
Yeah.
Nice.
You see, like, stops and looks at you. He's like, another plasmoid. He has another plasmoid friend.
Oh.
So yeah, you want him to basically
good.
take. Do you want him just to do the smoke bombs or plant the detonating bombs as well?
Both.
Both. All right. So
Shock and awe.
yeah.
The game shut down.
Uh huh.
How do I get back to like the layout?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right there.
Everybody hydrate in the meantime.
Oh, yeah, I could totally hydrate.
Man, playing war sure makes me thirsty.
So like
Oh.
There it goes. Here we go now. Bomb, bomb. That was like the best Jeopardy song.
It was good.
That was cool.
That was
You guys
good.
crushed it.
It was not
I was
Jeopardy.
bummed
It was
not being a part of it.
It was Beeperdy.
It was Beeperdy.
Beeperdy. No, what is Beeperdy?
For reasons. What is Beeperdy?
Oh.
Beep, boop, beep, beep, boop, ba.
All right. So yeah. So Ragnar can deliver. That could be his thing. He wouldn't be helping with like this individual monsters, but he can go plant the smoke bombs and the detonating bombs. You want
Yes.
all of that in the same location.
Well,
It'll work better. It's, you know what I mean? Like the more you put in one spot, the better it'll do, but you're also diminishing some of your resources.
I would say, just plant the smoke bombs further out so that they go off first, and then as they charge through, not knowing that the fuck's going to be there, then we hit them with the detonation, blow them the fuck
Kind
up.
of in the chaos zone.
Right, in the chaos, in the kill zone, as it
Kill
were.
zone.
the kill zone.
That was my nickname.
Bros night.
High school.
All right, he takes the big
Kill
TNT.
the kill zone.
He puts it in a nearby cart, make sure not to like make it jiggle too much and possibly explode. You see, he's just looking out. Every time he looks at it, he's like, I don't know why I have so many NPCs sexually attracted to bombs, but this guy's one of them. You see, he's like, yes, a fine trap it'll be, a fine trap. You see, he reaches into his pocket, he pulls out a human finger. It's just like, all right. And he starts pulling his little cart down the road. He'll also be able to make it safely because of what you're having Grim do. But so that's the remaining members of Fucktown. But anything else?
So based on where we're doing these traps, this might be like the last line of defense. But I want to dig like a trench of a certain size because these ice creatures don't look very intelligent. So I think they could stumble into this. I want it to almost be like just a bit of a pit.
Okay.
Because if we get a bunch of them together, I can put a 10-foot flame strike. And they happen to be ice, and I think that might work well. Whoever makes
If
it.
Pokemon taught me anything,
If Pokemon has taught me
it's
anything.
super effective.
But if I can also rally the town together to help with that, I know how to dig. It's like I came from, the undergrounds, and I got my war pick. I'm ready. But if I can get everyone out of their houses too, if this army's going to clear in.
In these smaller areas, you guys haven't gone from house to house. It seemed pretty like doom and gloom, but nobody's lighting lanterns. So if you want to kind of do that, like look around and see how many you can rally.
We are the helping committee.
There he goes.
You hear the shifting snow of doors opening as eyes peer you from the darkness. There does seem to be quite a bit of civilians here.
Oh.
You see about 16 people come out, coming out from the kind of depraved conditions, a little worried at first that you're going to eat them.
Come out here and dig a trench.
But they look
Want to help me dig a hole?
you see one of them, they're all really like hesitant, and finally this one guy steps forward and he's kind of got the look of an innkeep about him, broad shoulders, hairy
Guys,
chest.
Who are you? What's your
Dead
name?
and
You look
scared. You
familiar.
want to help us
You look like
dig a
someone I
big
know.
hole?
Who are you?
Regan.
Regan. Rex Milo, helping committee. These are my
You
friends
see what's at
over
the
here.
mark on your hand, your dragon mark.
I'm
interesting.
Rex has been curious about this as well.
Yes.
But he's still kind of dim. So
Yeah, he's like, I know, right? Yeah, you're both just staring at it for a second. Everybody's still nervous. Yeah, he's like,
Yeah, we look at each other because he's like stepped ahead of us and like to talk to this group of people, and Rex never does things.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely there's just like a moment where me and
it's about
Tyre,
digging.
All right. Well,
You have like 5 shovels in your
Fucking,
inventory.
yeah,
Haven't told
this-
anybody.
yeah, we're like, whoa, all right.
go. Yeah, get it, bud.
Yeah, go
do,
ahead.
do your thing.
Yeah, go
Yeah,
on.
Boxo actually has a lot of shovels. You know what I mean? Like tending the salt roads. That's like a thing he would have as well.
Box
So
has got the best shovels.
I would say
that guy. Number
So
one.
give me. How do you want to inspire these folks? How do you want to dig at their tenacity?
Take it there.
How do you want to make them? Fill them with fervor.
Well, they're probably all a little scared because this is, they thought they were in Cragmire, now they're in Fucktown. There's some displacement.
Yes.
I understand this displacement where I came from and just these last couple days. So I want to arouse them with the inspiring story of the purple worm that ate me, but we killed it.
They all have heard. The purple nurple was one of the legendary monsters. There was monster hunts begged for on.
I would like to use like prestidigitation and other various, magical things. So like we're behind him as he stepped forward it's like animated kind of above him, but like with lights, like the northern lights or whatever. Tropical.
The fucking
And they,
star of the
like,
lilies.
so it just kind of looks like things in the sky, and so they're like kind of using their own like imagination. It's not quite hypnotic patterns. I want them to pay attention,
Right.
but it's more like the prestidigitation of like seeing like the sky and the clouds, like telling the story behind
Oh,
him.
yeah.
You see their eyes kind of looking up like at this magic in the air above you. Oh, as they're listening to your story.
What are you looking at? I'm right here. What are you looking at?
Put some thaumaturgy pops on that, like in tandem with the prestidigitation.
Awesome.
Let's give them a show.
My favorite combos of those two. So
When
yeah,
we
you
got
see-
into this town, we
Yeah.
set ourselves nice.
you guys kind of turn and look at each other. The magic auras of each of you start illuminating the space as they see kind of like this awesome battle break out in the sky in
To like
front
motivate
of
them to like.
Yeah, so they're gonna.
In a world.
Your pit is gonna be even a little deeper than anticipated.
Hey.
Where is this pit? Like if like.
Yeah, where would you like to put it? We have this. We also have the other map, but like we have a little crappy table version of it as well. But yeah, where do you want the pit?
Be kind to my friend.
Yeah, where do
Yes.
we got everything else so far? Because they're coming from here?
Yeah, they're coming from here.
Oh, okay.
So here I got like a little, this is kind of a glacius. They'll be coming this way. The way, you guys are kind of like fortifying this area so that they go in through the center area. This would be kind of the kill zone right now as planned. It's not exact. This is not to scale in any way, but it's like, yeah, just on the other side of where they're coming in. That's where you're going to gas them out and blow them up.
Okay. I guess I'll just make
we're
this
up
kill zone B, so a little
Yes.
further ahead.
Yeah, that little circle is kind of where you guys were posted.
So we're trying to get them. We're trying to push them where?
This is the hill in front of you that he was talking about doing the logs, kind of forcing them to take this route, up the road that leads up to the hill you're on.
Oh, okay.
I see. Okay, so yeah, the pit could be.
We're just making like a haunted house for these guys. They turn a corner. It's like,
Yeah.
So the blue part's the river, right?
Yeah, frozen.
Okay.
and we got them going that way.
Well, yeah. So what's this over here? This
This little area over there is just like some other houses and stuff
Okay.
that are around. It's like, the village, kind of the picture of it. It's a little bit bigger than the idea of what's in front of you, but this is like the buildings that are good.
Gotcha.
Get that merch in there.
Good words. Right. What do you think, Drew?
So there's no way for them to come up around this way, right?
On the backside, it's kind of sheer rock. They could. It would definitely slow even them down. But
Right.
coming around, it is the farthest side from them if they're, following a direct path to you. Again, you can kind of gauge a battlefield pretty easily in this like surroundings. You grow up in this region. It doesn't seem like the smart move to go up that back route and split your troops.
No, definitely not.
Possible.
Well, anything's possible. Okay.
When you believe.
So yeah, I'd say further up, like last line of defense type of thing.
Dope. So
Yeah.
kind of at the top of that road leading into where you
As
guys
it's
are.
curving
Remember
up
those
and around.
those roads kind of create this little like back and forth cutting spot. So yeah, you could drop one in there.
Sweet. And we brought a town together.
Yeah,
Yeah, the citizens.
With a
Yes.
real cool show.
they're gonna be now the citizens of Pittville. Pittville.
Fucktonians.
The old fuck pit.
We're from the fuck pit.
All right.
Hi, welcome
We're the
to
fuck pit builders.
Yeah. Welcome
Hi,
to
welcome to
Fuck
Fuck Pit.
Yeah.
All right. So at that point,
It's a mixture of Fucktown.
You want me to dig out your fuck pit?
Yeah. Fuck Pit.
I know a guy.
We got a whole
I know these
slew of guys.
A slew of dudes.
Slew of brothers.
Brothers. I'd also like to I think I'll wait until when we're in the middle of stuff because I will be giving like some bardic inspiration and stuff. With
Yeah. I'll make sure you guys have like a buff round when the
Yeah,
actual initiative of it all begins. This is still a staging point. You are just a little past halfway. You see the barrier being pushed in a little bit by the strength of the ice, and it's his power is holding it off. But still, you've got about 29 minutes until the siege begins.
Oh, well,
What else we feeling? What stones have we not unturned?
that's what I mean. I don't really know.
Is there a way?
If you want to look for stuff, I
Yeah, I
can
was
do
gonna
like
say,
a
could we do,
perception
like,
check, skill thing
investigation
kind of
or
thing. Yeah,
something?
you could do an investigation or a perception.
How far away is where like the wizard and like the other two?
The Dragon Mountains are pretty far to the north. Like
like
probably
where
a
all
day's,
these guys
a
went
day's
to?
travel.
Okay. So I'm like, do they need to know that this is happening? But if they're that far away, it's fine. We'll take care of this now. These guys are after Renbrandt. Because that's what Glacius was chasing after him.
Rimrath is also claiming they're after you guys. He said they're after the elemental furies, so perhaps
I
the
see.
earth one in your possession included.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I think we also need to make sure. So we're like up this way.
Yeah, you're kind of up on this big hill. There's the falling area in front of you, a bit of woodland and stuff. The city was built around, fed by the waters of the river.
Okay.
And then kind of some crumbled stone walls along the ridge line of what was once a pretty great city, fallen now to the winter.
Excellent. And we are waiting. So as of right now, just to go back on what we have ready, we have Goku
Yep.
is charging a
Secret,
spirit bomb
yeah.
or Kamehameha thing.
Yeah, the target has been not determined yet. You guys can still say where
Right.
or when you would want that.
That's
Right.
our secret weapon.
Depending on the time, it feels like it would either be like right in the center of the
Kill zone.
the kill zone, or like at everybody at like a large group of people as they're coming up like this hill or
Right.
something.
Totally. Okay, cool.
So, but that's
We can have
it
him
just
as a
depends on
factor in
when.
the actual play out.
Yeah.
So that's
Cool.
So Grim is on the tree line, like just ahead of these, like over here, right? And he's like
basically
is this-
handling
this
stragglers
rock?
so your other guys aren't getting bothered.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the stone. There was like an old bridge that went there. It's fallen down now, but that's kind of like the way by which they seem to be approaching the city.
Okay, cool. And then Boxo is working on a ballista for me that
Yes.
I will
Ice
be able to be on.
Helping you with an ice ballista.
Okay. And then Boxo's also going to be. Oh,
He
no,
provided
also
the smoke bomb and
provided
the
the
other
smoke bomb.
bombs
Right.
free of charge.
Which Ragnar
But he does want something
which
back. He's
which
like,
Ragnar
these
is
are my best bombs.
chewing a finger and planting some bombs.
is planting bombs.
Yeah.
And chewing fingers.
Chewing fingers.
And I'm all out of fingers.
He's just chewing on his own.
Yeah.
You got
And then
Terra
we've got
Shadowblade.
Trench Pit.
And Trench Pit.
Trench Pit
Yes.
is happening.
Yes, you
Love
also
that
have
band.
Kara. Kara Shadowblade is basically like handling any people that get through this first
They get past
wave.
the rim.
I would say your first line is kind of that like grim smoke screen kill zone. Your second area coming into the town would be where she's kind of hanging out, like anybody that gets past there. And then you have the like
And then
pit
once
in the ground in front of where they're, we were trying to funnel them through.
Well, because that she'll be picking out anyone who comes through once they're breaking all the way through. If they do, the mass
They
number
get out
of
of the kill
them,
zone.
Yeah,
she gets out of there. We blow the fuck up, and
Yeah,
then,
she can fall back. She's got that. kind
or
of skills.
they hit that pit and stop, and then they start backing up on each other, and then we hit them with everything we got right there. When they're kind of stopped in front, they can't move forward.
Awesome.
Keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm
Trench
just making
Pit.
sure that all
And then
Trench Pit.
the Eichnid is trying to help bottleneck by the bridge, like building up like around the barricade, right? To get them to go.
Yeah, helping kind of steer that funnel toward the kill zone.
Which
And
I
little baby
imagine
Sage
is just
touching
off the
everything.
side
Just
of it.
touching all the stuff.
And that's what I mean. So
Love
once
you,
we
baby.
kill them
Everything's
right
sticky.
there, all the mushroom stuff rolls over that first wave of dead people, and then we got an army to kind of go back at them.
Yeah, the kind of
Hopefully.
the landslide,
Hopefully,
that'll be trickling as well. That will have little myconid spores on it.
And that's why having the pit will help. We can at least kind of determine, now that we know this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
If we see they're budding a little bit, like that's the buds.
Buds.
So we'll
Buds.
only firebomb the actual ice people. And
Awesome.
hopefully the trench will stumble enough up. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get to the trench. I'm not gonna lie already. It already sounds incredible. Okay, and then you've got I just want to make sure that all of your options are checked. Ragnar is placing everything and eating fingers. Reks, you and the 16 inspired citizens of Fucktown are digging the fallback trench. You see Boxo at this point, starts looking around at some of your guys' equipment. You guys have amassed like magical stuff. And he's like, anything what you would like to do with any of these? It's like you do have, a magical weapon that could do anything. Basically, he's offering like, how are you guys, your epic opportunity? How do you plan to augment this? Or would you rather do it when it's happening?
I don't really know.
I am gonna summon all three.
All right, let's do it. Roll 3d8. You see you pull out the gray bag of tricks.
Yeah,
That,
I'm gonna
you
pull out
have
this little great
obtained.
bag of chips. Which the bag, I assume it just also looks like a furry creature. But it's not the
yeah.
too. It's like a little sack, but it
Yeah.
also looks like a little furry creature.
Feels weird to reach into
right?
a little bit.
Right? Yeah.
Like a beaver skin bag. You're like, which part of the beaver am I
Right.
reaching into right now?
I got two ones and a 4. So I need to reroll one of the ones.
Nope.
Okay.
Because there's 2 weasels, baby. Okay, 2 weasels and a boar.
Okay. Cool.
They
So
start doing Hakuna Matata.
wait, stop.
All you have 2 weasels
Yeah, I would like the 2
and a
weasels.
boar.
They will. How do I want to do this?
Yeah,
Okay.
you see these 3 fuzzy balls.
Yeah.
Each land and in magic
Then
they
like
form
pop,
a
like
creature.
I imagine that like they look like a ball, like the 3 balls like appear, and then like their legs just kind of pop out, and then they're like on their thing, like they're and they guys they're cute.
Super cute, Disney cute.
The boar is like it's like it's like chibi, like very like they're all
Yeah.
very round, like you
Yeah,
know, and
yeah.
like they're round and the stones are like it's all very cute. The boar is like a little tough, murderous, terrible creatures.
Yes.
Monsters. Yeah,
Oh,
terrible
of course.
monsters.
They have a taste for blood.
They have a taste for blood. I would like at least one of the weasels to just kind of chill with me on top of the ballista.
Uh-huh.
And the other 2
Ballista weasel?
ballista weasel.
I gotta write down ballista weasel right now.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll how far away can they go from me? Are they still? Or is
It
it,
says they
They just exist now?
You tell it how it moves and what action it takes on its next turn. So it
Right.
does have a turn.
great.
The creature vanishes at the next dawn, or when it's reduced to 0 hit points. It's friendly to you and your companions, and it goes when you go.
Great. So then, Reks gets the boar, and Ty gets the weasel. Just on your shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Little one
right.
on the shoulder. Like it's still like a weasel.
Right
Like
around
how big
here.
are these weasels?
Dude, the weasel size.
Yeah,
They're
they're just like
I know how big
Yeah.
a weasel is,
yeah,
obviously.
yeah. Well, they're like the size of like a ferret, right? Like
Yeah.
they look like little stone
Same
things.
vibe,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, that and they just got a little ferret.
Awesome.
Yep.
Right around
Awesome.
here.
And then you have a little boar.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
name
need
him
names.
Oinks Milo.
I'm gonna need- what is it?
Oinks Milo.
Oinks Milo?
You're like,
I love him already.
Oh, I can't wait to nothing. He disappears at dawn though, so I want that emotional like the sun's coming up and you're like, no.
And Rex doesn't know that. He doesn't understand the spell.
No, let's break his heart, guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
Break heart.
I barely know either. Like, I just got this bag.
What about
so.
the ballista weasel?
Ballista weasel?
That's she's.
I'll
got
have the
whistle.
ballista weasel on my.
Okay.
On,
What's
on,
ballista weasel's name?
Ballista weasel is
This music.
balls.
Ballista weasel.
I'm just gonna call him balls.
Balls. All right, so you got
With an
balls
S
on
or
your
a Z?
shoulder.
Got
Is
balls
it
on
an
my
S or a
shoulder.
Z?
Oh, yeah.
The balls, the ballista, and Gil. All right. And then,
And
what
then
about
your
you, Ty?
weasel.
You can see a little cute weasel just gets up on your shoulder. She kind of nuzzles at your neck.
Friesel.
Friesel the weasel.
Yeah.
It's
Friesel.
cold
He's
out. It's a multi-layered joke, and I like it.
She's got like white fur. She's like free,
Oh,
little snow.
Gee, oh, sorry.
Yeah, I want everyone to get real attached.
I just love
Yeah,
my little stoat.
It likes all the same movies you like.
That's literally the fucking
That's the
terrible
gift that
thing
we
about
have.
this is
Yes.
that if you always get
super
so
bond with
attached.
it.
Yes.
Yes. Even and you know it, and even you're like, oh, free.
This sucks.
Wait,
Balls.
balls.
That's why I named him balls. I was
You're
like,
over
I
stroking
can't,
balls.
I can't do it now.
Boys' night.
Yeah,
I'm gonna miss
boys'
balls.
night.
All right, so we've got those are the three animals. You didn't get panther, just so you know. The one that you want is
It's-
5 is panther.
It'll happen. 5 is panther.
One day you'll roll 3 5s, and it'll just be
Panther
3
five?
panthers.
Panthers.
I'm calling it now because that'll happen. All right, so yeah, those are out. You guys got any other like magic items, stuff you want to use?
I don't think so. I mean, could I distribute my oil of sharpness to everyone to coat blades or whatever?
I would let you do like a.
I don't know if that's gonna help.
Yeah, because
or-
there's not a ton of people with weapons that haven't already ran away.
That's what I mean. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
is that even worth using?
Maybe best for you in that case.
Just hang on to it for a later day.
Yeah,
Rainy
yeah.
day potion or whatever.
Yeah.
Rainy day.
Yeah, you guys are
Rainy
also
day.
the last line, right? Like they got to get through or.
Right. I was like, they get through all this. They still got to fuck with us.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right. I will roll that. Okay. Oh no, he had advantage.
Wait. I need to look up this thing I have.
Magic stuff.
Yeah, I was like, wait a second. Wait just a little baby second.
At this point,
I don't
that's
think I
cool.
have much magic stuff other than smites. But I'm
Oh,
saving.
sweet smites. Those are for you.
I'm saving. I'm saving those
saving
up.
You and those
These
are
are
you.
for
Thanks,
me.
my
I'm just gonna stand at the edge of the hill and just do this. Feel like I'm warming these up for you. Come on, ice bitches, get on up here.
Come on.
Daddy's got a smite for you.
All right. Yeah, other than Glacius, you guys are like, we could probably wax these ice monsters pretty well.
Can I do a perception check on Glacius to see like what
What's his demeanor?
let's see about that check. No, I want to see do I know him
You don't know Glacius. So you
Okay.
know of Glacius. There's
Yes,
a
yes, yes.
second gate beyond the Indicus
doesn't know
Empire
Yes.
that
Glacius.
very few are allowed
No
to
one
go
ever went
through.
that way, yes.
There's
Hold
a
on,
cave there
hold
that is supposedly a link to the plane of ice. That is where
Okay.
Glacius, he made some deal with Tynaricus Onyxheart during the war against Mab. And so that's where he comes from. So the fact he's here is like outside of anything. You've never heard of Glacius coming this far south.
I know, I just
But he definitely seems pissed.
he seems pissed.
But he's out of breath, so that's
That's
good.
probably why he's pissed.
He's old.
He's pretty
Hey,
far away
he's
still,
so
though, right?
old.
Yes, this
Very
is still like
old.
30
He's an
minutes of,
obstacle.
or wait, it's about 17 minutes away at his current pace.
He's a
Protector of,
he's a grandpopsicle.
I'll go home. I'll see you guys.
High five. Boys' night.
Boys' night! Boys' night! Yeah.
Can we detect the elemental gem on him at all? Because they're relatively small and he's pretty big.
Maybe an Arcana check.
Yeah, I was like trying to think of like what can I check to see like what he's
Especially
So
if
Arcana is going to be like the magical energies of certain things. Primarily.
that would be a big old 5.
A 5. All right, yeah.
You get no
look at it,
pluses?
yeah, you're like,
That's
no
ice,
see.
he's ice
But I mean, it's worth
That's an
mentioning.
ice guy.
Yeah, you're like, oh, look
But
at
it's
this
a big ass ice guy.
big ice guy. He's got an army.
You think I've seen this?
Everybody's
Holy
digging,
fuck.
like, what were you having us dig this hole for then?
It's fun, right?
It is fun. Boys' night. Boys love digging holes, bro. Boys night. Plus one of boys night.
Regan the bartender. Love it.
Regan the bartender.
He's got to run our bar if we get there. Oh, yeah.
You guys are building the perfect bar.
That's what you're
That's what
actually
this is
doing.
actually
Yeah.
this
The
chapter's
whole
about.
thing is that you're just building a bar in Fucktown, in Pitfuck, in Fuck
The
Pit.
fuck bar.
Welcome to the fuck pit.
Welcome to the Fuck Pit.
Fuck pit.
It's kind of like Digby's restaurant because it's underground.
Oh,
This is cute and I'm loving it.
Pit.
Fuck it.
Okay, so we have all these people ready to go. I am gonna wait to like bardic inspiration you guys
Right.
until it makes sense.
Yeah, we'll do like a round before. Like any initiative and stuff will be, you guys have considered there is a battle coming. You
I'm
know?
cooking up a bless. The same thing,
Nice.
just waiting.
Yeah, just
bless,
be like,
bro.
yeah,
Everyone should-
I'm just over here warming up these smites.
Yeah.
Roll back
Everyone's
too
rubbing
blessed to be stressed. Abby's army of,
Yeah,
of Santa's helpers.
Yeah, we definitely
It's a
have
fun game. I like D&D.
Fun game.
I like D&D.
Fun game.
This game is
This
fun.
game's fun, guys.
You
We should play.
game is fun.
Have you guys ever thought about playing
Play
D&D?
D&D with your friends.
With your friends, of all things?
Or make friends playing D&D.
You know what?
They both work.
I'll smoke to that.
They
That's,
both
yeah.
work.
I will smoke to that.
Lighters up to
Fucking lighters up.
D&D and friends.
To boys night!
Okay.
Boys night!
Oh, touch my fucking flame. Sorry.
We've all been holding this in. It's just farts the whole show. Because they're not here. All right. I have the fart buddy, but I have a
Yeah,
joint
you do.
stuck.
Professional
Your fingers are
flarpist.
busy.
All right. So the way this, as planned, is going down, you guys have structured kind of a kill zone, an area to kind of get the army, the swarming mass of these ice monsters, as focused down into an area as you can. You know, currently allowing all of your guys to get set. Hair is killing me. Allowing all your guys to get in position to drop the smoke bombs that's going to create the chaotic effect, as well as actual bombs that'll be doing some damage. At that front line area, the kill zone phase 1. Anything that gets beyond that and has to go through the city will be struck upon by Kara. Thank you. I
take
got
that,
freaking
yeah.
smoking.
Yeah, it looks a little red and watery.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Ooh. All right. Where Kara Shadowblade will be cutting from the insides of the building. You also have basically this landslide that you can trigger at any time. It could go as far as the kill zone, honestly. So if you wanted to add that to that effect, you sending the boulders that will also potentially turn people into myconids. Beyond that, Boxo hooked you up with an ice ballista.
Yes, I will be up there.
And Reks, you've got this giant pit of doom as part of the fallback for the third phase. So with that in mind, that's about all of the resources and time that you guys have. You know, you see basically at this point, it's about 10 minutes out. You're like at this, like preparing yourselves for actual battle, buffing each other and that stuff is the time. Also, there's this question of like, is Rembrandt just going to keep them for this entire encounter?
We're
That's a
gonna
good
need
question.
those guys, yeah, unless he's gonna do something
say
else with them.
The person with the mind link is with him, so
Yeah, that's true. And but it has been strangely quiet through this experience.
weird.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have to like almost prepare as if we don't know if they're
If
coming
they're
back.
coming back or not.
So with that, it'll definitely be a situation of I will try to buff you guys as much as I can and do that ballista blade or ballista arrow stuff. And
Ice ballista.
once they break through, what are you guys going to do? Because I will be shooting ballista. From
Oh, well, I figured I'd just take him to Fucktown.
They're coming. They're coming.
Ah,
to
they're
Fucktown.
already in Fucktown.
Yeah, they're coming to Fucktown.
Oh. Well, no, I mean, it's a figure of speech.
Like Tynaricus used to say.
Who? I don't know that guy.
That's right. You're in costume. He's really bad at it. He's like, they're not around. I know who you are.
Oh, right. Yeah, like him.
Nice.
Take
them to like this. It's like the speakeasy bar inside of Fucktown
right.
Called-
Oh, bar fight.
called Bar Fight.
It's just called bar.
Yeah.
Welcome to bar fight.
Bar fight.
What can I get you? What are these?
So is that your plan to kind of engage in
Knuckle
like physical
sandwich.
melee? I'm sorry, guys. I'm having an allergy.
No, it's all good. I was gonna say your allergies are killing you, bud. I can
Bro,
see it.
Killing me. All right.
I wish I had.
Is that your plan though? Kind of roll in at that past, the pit final fall line, engage in like melee combat.
Yeah, whatever sneaks through the what I plan to be the Myconid army, pretty much pushing back. If anything sneaks through, I'm gonna be out there spinning a sign outside of bar fight, fucking this way.
That is
nice
the way.
And somehow, after they all walk in, I'm gonna be at the bar sipping a beer with my hat tipped.
Oh, little tit-tat.
And then we're just gonna bar fight, and it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be.
Is there something you would chant before the bar fight were to happen? Some kind of
I don't.
thing
Fight-
that you might
Fight bar.
Bar fight.
fight.
Bar fight. Bar fight. Bar fight. Bar fight. Bar fight.
Bar fight.
Boxes.
He's always on the wrong.
Yeah.
He's on the 1 and the 3, not the 2 and the 4. All right, and then what about you, Reks? Where would you like to be? Your focus is kind of on the pit, right? You were going to drop some spells there.
Yeah, and I know my boy Tiny's going in for the heat. I'll be like kind of 80% and then 20 between Gil and Ty.
All right.
Because I want to, if I have to jump in and start whacking, I'll do it, but I'll at least keep enough of a distance where it's going to be magic first, and then,
I'm getting right up in it.
Dope.
You should. It's juicy.
Oh yeah, right up in it.
So where would this ballista be then? Up on this ridge?
So
Where
that
circle
circle's
is?
kind of where you're at now. That's the tallest building that remains. So if you wanted to like get it up on top, Box has got some weird clockwork thing that'll be like
Yeah.
and put it wherever. It's currently on Boxo's little caravan though, so just in front of that circle there.
Okay, cool. Just want to see where I'm.
Yeah, if you want, you can get up near that ridge line. There is the danger of the landslide causing more of a trouble there, but you
sure.
can post back and take some range shots.
That's kind of what I want to do is like be up here and do my little thing.
Heck yeah.
can
It's your thing.
It's your thing.
just up on this thing.
Dope. All right. At that, you glance across as the withering magics that are they're protecting you from this, raging storm of snow. Finally, the kind of barrier shimmers. You feel like a pulse of magical energy wash across the ground. Puffs of snow start shooting up, and you see the lumbering form of Glacius, kind of stepping furiously, like maybe even stepping on a few of his own guys as he starts pressing his army toward the walls. You see Rembrandt's form kind of settles, starts shimmering with that magical energy as you saw before when they were pulled away. You see Shayemira drops down next to you. She looks forward and you guys can see instantly, strapped to her side are the other two elemental furies. She's managed to take them from Rembrandt's temple.
Whoa!
Holy shit!
So you have 3 of them on.
Yeah! I mean, yay!
He's like, what was you guys were cheering for?
Because we all get to fight together.
Our nails again.
We're going to help.
Helping.
The helping committee. You see, he turns and looks. He's locked eyes with Glacius, and they kind of standing across. Your guys' preparations on the hillside on one side, and this swirling army of ice pushing through the streets. The trigger is set. The time is about to drop. And that's where we're gonna pick it up next time, guys. So we have established the siege at Fucktown. This giant army will still roll out. It is D&D, so like some of these preparations might not work as planned, but they might work better than planned. So I love allowing players to just kind of like imagine opportunities and things that they can do in this space. And so that was a lot of fun for me already. So
Yeah, it'll be fun to roll out some of that.
Yes, and you guys have these cool things with you too.
Oh, yeah.
Now you have 3 of the elemental furies. So we'll have Nicole back with us next week, but we'll still be down in Abbey Dandy.
Who's gonna sit next to me?
Ooh. No, it's all on one side. Gino Fox, thanks so much for sharing those subs. Thanks to all you guys for 4 years of this stuff. This was like our affiliate anniversary tonight. We went affiliate 4 years ago. It's just such a gift. Seriously, we talked about it earlier. It's like seeing these people is just like a breath of fresh air, and it's so good to see your names in chat. Stephanie, thank you for doing all that you do back there, running this studio. It's got many moving parts, I promise. Guys, freaking great sesh. I can't wait to set this. I'll have a cool little thing built out next week.
Shit.
But yeah, next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Pacific, when we bring you the thing that we do. We do have us a little ritual we like to do around here. Maybe you've heard about it. Maybe you haven't. We like to take a lighter, like this white one that I have here. Make sure you're not going to light any of your friends, family, or siege at Fucktown tickets on fire. And
Don't
go
light those tickets up.
Keep your ticket.
lighters up. We missed you, Nicole, Abby. It's never the same without you at the table. Check out the projects people are doing around town. Keep an eye on all these people. They do amazing stuff all the time. Thank you for being awesome. Love yourself. Play games. Play Dungeons and Dragons. And we almost just had a power out. So that was...
They're coming after our studios.
The ice monsters storm the field. All right, guys. Have a great night. We love you so much. Thanks for 4 years. And I'm going to finish smoking this J.
Good night, Sam.
Good night, Sam.
So what? You can't touch me, 'cause I'm from the internet.